From a pioneer homestead to a historic milestone, the legacy of 432 South Clark Road. On March 17, 2007, the atmosphere at 432 South Clark Road in Cedar Hill was electric. With the snip of a ribbon, a bold vision officially made history. On that day, the venue became the first minority-constructed wedding and event venue in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Built from the ground up with determination, pride, and purpose by Samuel and Nancy Jackson, it immediately stood as a symbol of leadership, resilience, and community achievement. But long before that historic ribbon-cutting ceremony in 2007, the ground beneath the venue already held a rich, deeply rooted history that tied directly into the soul of the city. The early pioneers and agricultural roots. To fully appreciate how far this property has come, you have to look back to where it all began in the mid to late 1800s. Long before the grand celebrations and elegant drapes, this specific corridor along Clark Road was part of an early settlement in southwest Dallas County known as the Cedar Mountains. The property was originally home to a simple, traditional, historic frame farmhouse. Sitting on a scenic 5-acre tract surrounded by thick, lush Texas trees and a rugged natural landscape, this little farm structure was a classic piece of early Texas agricultural heritage. It was a place where early families cleared the cedar-covered hills, cultivated the land, raised livestock, and built the very foundations of the Cedar Hill community. A journey of preservation and faith. As the years moved forward, the land transitioned from a quiet, private family farmstead into a sanctuary for historical preservation. In 2007, matching the very same timeline as the venue's grand opening, another profound piece of 19th century history was physically brought to the property to save it from destruction. An extraordinary historic church, originally built in 1890 on Coit Road in North Dallas by a freed slave named Moses Jackson and 6 other freedmen, was facing demolition. To preserve its massive cultural and historical weight, the structure was meticulously transported across the metroplex to the 5-acre property. It was carefully restored right down to its original 16 pews and classic bell tower, perfectly blending the 19th century resilience of early Texas pioneers with a modern vision. 2 centuries of purpose, one beautiful oasis. When you stand on the grounds today, you are walking through a living timeline. What started over a century ago as a humble farmhouse on a rugged piece of Texas farmland has been purposefully transformed through vision, faith, and unwavering dedication. From those early farming roots to that monumental ribbon-cutting day on March 17, 2007, every single chapter has been built with intention. Today, as the venue journeys toward its landmark 20-year milestone, the property stands as a beautifully integrated oasis, a place where history is not just remembered, but where new legacies are celebrated every single day. With love, Nakations,